because it's important to me, you know, because people, they want money, but they're afraid to get up out there and go get it. These I used to think the same way. Rappers or you know, big time dealers. I used to run into, and we had a mindset of, nah, man, we ain't working, we ain't punching no clock. You know what I mean? We ain't punching no clock. We gonna be out here punching the clock. This is how we getting it. And the amount of years, especially right now, man. I mean, you're even seeing it play out in hip hop that there's so many snitches out here that is gonna do whatever they have to do to save themselves. So the amount of years and the amount of money and the amount of drama you have to go through, it's not even worth it. Get a trade, put your money together, go to school, get a trade, um, do something where you can kind of be independent, and still work, you know what I mean, and have to deal with less people as possible. You don't have to be in the office type of setting, man. That's how I am, man. I ain't in no office type setting, man. I'm on the road, and I'm not going to say exactly what I do, but I'm on the road, going place to place, doing what I got to do, and making my company look good. So you don't have to be in an office based setting. You know what I mean? You can be out and about and basically manage yourself and do what you got to do. You know, but even if you don't luck up in those situations at first, I told you guys, man, don't. Everybody got a role to play. All right, don't be afraid to play your role, even if it's for 6 months. McDonald's, Dunkin' Donuts, any fast food place, mopping floors, washing dirty dishes, um, landscaping, roofing, um, uh, going around cleaning shit off the sidewalk. You know, uh, who cares? By you, by you showing and proving and not having an ego, the Lord will bless you. The Lord will bless you. If you continuously pray and say, hey, Lord, I'm getting out this street stuff. I want to become legit. Just show me the way. I'm going to start off at the bottom and work my way back to the top. Even in the streets. Maybe you started out as a lookout. Alright? Then you became a delivery boy. Right? And then you got put on, etc., etc. Those take levels. So the Lord got to gain your trust. The company you work for have to gain your trust. And see, hey, you're going to show up early. You're going to show up right on time. You're going to leave right on time. Are you going to take 100 breaks? What's your attitude like? Coming from out the streets, can you even take orders? Can you play your position and take orders? All right, and some people can't. You know what I mean? So I say that to say, everybody has a role to play. You might meet someone by working, being a cashier, You might meet someone that like, hey, I like your attitude, man. You something in you, something in your eyes, man. You know, come work for me. Now you're making $25 an hour because you every time you see that person, man, you smiling. You have a glow about yourself, and that person wants you for their company now. All right, and I even seen I don't know too much about the brother. That's why I would never put him down. You know, speak bad on him. But remember Adrian Broner? He was in like a Burger King or something like that, and he offered the person $10,000 to quit. And that happens more often than not. Hey, here's $1,000 tip. Here's you know, you might be catering to a boss that come into your establishment that you're working at, and they're like, hey, every time I come in here, man, you smiling, you got my order right. Um, hey, here's $2,000. You know what I mean? That can help start your business, or that can help you go back to school. You just never know. You know what I mean? But you gotta start from the bottom up, bottom to the top, bottom to the top. You know. And to piggyback on that, years ago, maybe 5 to 7 years ago, man, I started to think. I'm like, however old you are, that should be the liquid uh, cash that you should have. I.e., for example, if you're 25 years old, you should have 25,000 in the bank. I'm not talking about IRA or 401k. I'm not talking about property that you still owe the bank. If your property's paid off, then cool. You can use that to this example that I'm setting. But I'm not talking about the car you drive. No, I'm talking about in an arm's reach. You know, you should have that type of money. If you're 50 years old, you should have 50K. You should have 50K. You 60, you should have 60K. You 70, you should have 70K. And I just say that as a reference. You should have more than that, but I just use that as a reference. You know what I mean? That can push, especially the younger kids that are watching my channel. If you're 20, get on your grind. You should have 20K. Easy. Easy. You should have 20K right now in an arm's reach. 15 in the bank, or 10 in the bank, 10 cash in your shoebox, whatever the case may be. Or 5 and 4 different accounts. But you should have that in arm's reach for any type of emergency, anything that happened. You should be able to at a drop of a dime live good for a year or so without working. You know what I mean? You should have a year's worth of income where you can get by. And if things get wicked, you can go to another country and live like a king and get by. Alright? I just had to say that, man. Get on your grind. Get on your grind, man. Don't be sitting around, watching sports, that it's rigged anyway, man. They just like these elections, man. This is rigged. They already know who's gonna win at the end of the season, man. So it's like it's not even a point in even watching that, man. Everything that's going on in the world, it's all just a distraction, man. Brothers keep getting gunned down. It's it's so wicked, man. Nobody's on the same page, man. I stay positive, but I'm out here, you know, driving foreigns. I gotta, keep God with me, man. You know what I mean? People hate so much. You know what I mean? And they don't want to see you winning, man. Especially if you're a man of color, man. You know what I mean? That have no fear, man. When you look in my eyes, I have no fear. You know what I'm saying? Except the Most High. You know what I mean? I don't fear, man. You know what I mean? So people want you to bow down and say my name is Toby and, Kunta Kente and, you know what I mean? My name is Kunta and my name is Toby. You know, that's not how I operate, man. You know, you know. I'd rather die where I stand than live on my knees, man. You know what I mean? And that's facts. Big facts.